Hey guys, welcome back to Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. We're going to take a look at another 1v1 ranked online, and as long as I remember where to look, I'm going to replays and it's the most recent one, and yep, let's see what happens in this one. So in the last game we had a very close one. I was playing as the Mongols, I think, and this time playing as the Magyars, who I've never played as before. So, but I know they're a strong cavalry civilization. So I'm gonna game plan is to go for scouts. Let's get the score up. So we're against Kilroy. So I might have to answer some awkward personal questions on live television before this game is out. The same thing, just going to speed up the start. We all know what goes on by now. Economy, exploring. Look at that scout go. And I'll probably forget about the scout as soon as it's done its first little run. Okay, so let's have a look at the map then. Let's take the fog of war off. So walling potential. Again, I've got this big open space here, so I could wall kind of diagonally across here using these landmarks. That's quite easy. But then there's this big space here. So I guess you could wall from this tree line to this tree line and then to the edge, but then your town centre is really exposed. So really, I don't have that many options. I could do a huge wall from this tree line to the edge of the map, but that's just, it seems to be a bit of a waste. And their map is quite wallable. I mean, you could already see, look, wall from there to there, there, and they're already walling in between there, and then just to the edge of the map there. So that's quite an easily wallable map. It'd be quite easy to do a wall up and do like a fast castle, and then get to castle age with a decent economy. That's as long as they remain untouched. So let's have a look at their scouting as well, see what they've seen at this point. So good scouting from them, just going around the perimeter of what they can see, a little bit further each time, see all the resources that are close to you, and then probably ping out to find the enemy. And then I've done a similar thing, must have clicked auto scout there and sent my scout off just to find whatever. It's like an arrow pointing directly at his or her base there. Old Kilroy. Let me take the fog of war off now. Okay, you can see. Did I miss that relic? I was trying to think of the relics that I missed. Is there another one up around here somewhere? Wow, do I have all the relics right near me? There's one there, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a wonder I didn't get a relic victory. I think I missed one of them, and it might be this one. So you see, poor scouting means you can't see all the things that are important. So yeah, Magyars. In fact, just let's have a quick look at the old tech tree. I didn't even check out what their bonuses are. So villagers kill wolves with 1 strike. Forging, iron casting, blast furnace free, that's good. Scout cavalry, light cavalry, hussar cost minus 15%. I did make use of that. And then they get Magyar hussar unique unit. Magyar hussars cost no gold. I'm pretty sure I researched that. Cavalry archers +1 ranger +1 attack. What cavalry archers do they get? from the archery range, which is somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I'd made any cav archers. Okay, so we got to make a barracks. They're doing a stellar job of getting the walls up. Some house walls there, and so you'd probably say they've got the better starting position, but I've got the better access to resources. A lot of it seems to be on my side of the map. So again, balance. And scores quite even. I'm about 50 in front at this point. Going up to feudal. Oh yeah, look at this. Feudal times here. Within 3% of each other. I don't know what other people's experiences have been with the Age of Empires 2 matchmaking, but it has. The vast majority of games have been against people that have done performed very similar to me. So that's got to be a good thing. I think maybe it gets a little bit different when you get to like the people that are very, very skilled, because then it probably because of the lack of opponents that are at their skill level that are online at the time, it probably puts them against some people that are not so well balanced. But anyway, so I'm not used to doing cavalry builds. I usually go for civs that do archery or any kind of ranged. So I've probably got far too many on wood here, but then again I don't have much wood, so building the stable there. And I think I'm putting so many on wood because I'm realising I'm going to have to go to farms soon, and I don't really have the wood to go to farms, so. Oh yeah, well I want to know how I got in here. There's a hole somewhere. I think it might be there or there. Okay. So he's sending a... they're sending a villager forwards. After attacking with a scout there, I missed that. No, I got attacked by a wolf, unlucky. Does have loom there, so a villager will be alright. That's a ballsy move, is that? Just sending one single villager. Got to give credit for the gusto, for the guts. Okay, you can see I'm not really bothering with walling too much. I've kind of blocking off certain bits where I can, but I kind of realised that it would be... I'd have to spend a lot of resources to... I suppose I could wall from that tree line to that tree line to this one, to the edge. That's probably the best bet. It's a big area to defend, but much better than going straight back to over here. Okay, so we've got this scout who is attacking me villages before. I think he managed to kill one. And then what's building their archery range? I don't notice that for quite some time. We'll put the fog of war back on. Yeah, I can't see that at all. That is a good tactic. Yeah, my scout. I thought my scout was trapped, so I was just trying to kill that back wall, and then just must have forgotten about it. Oh, and he's sending some sheep back over that way. Cheeky. It's great when you see what your opponent can see when you're doing a replay, because I wouldn't have had any idea about that. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't say they're playing as Chinese. You might have seen that at the start, but very strong civ. Very kind of can do quite a lot of different things quite well. Chinese. Producing some archers there from the archery range. So I'm expecting scouts because I've only seen scouts from them so far. So I've got a couple of pikemen there protecting those villas and a couple of pikemen there protecting these villas from scout raids. But then the archers come in and he starts building a tower. And I'm thinking, oh crap, I'm about to get tower rushed here. This is going to be a quick game. So we start producing a few. That's where these cav went, because I was focused on here. I'd clicked to produce some scouts, and I was focused on this battle over here. Some good micro from him there to keep the villager alive. And then I come back over here and I go, huh? I've only got one scout. I've been producing scouts, but they're actually chasing that other guy. So where did the rest of the scouts go? Did they die, or did they... Yeah, but to me it was just like, oh, they're over here, look, yeah. So I'll find them later, but now I'm like, eh, where did my scouts go? What the hell? Okay, I'll send in the one that I've got and start trying to produce some more. So scouts will do well against archers, but obviously I've got to escape the tower first. So some early pressure here, see how we deal with it. We've got far too much wood and not enough food. We need to be expanding his food economy. And we'll lose some scouts here, but I kind of need to clear this up, otherwise it's going to be bad news for me. I tried building a counter tower there, and building another archery range there. Now that the army's been cleared up though, it should be able to take this tower down. At some point I'll click another villager to go over there and build the tower. See, these guys, gold miners I think, I could have just clicked them to build farms, which I sorely need at this point. And you see I'm building a market here so I can sell some of that wood. Maybe buy some food and go up to Castle Age. That's probably what I'm thinking at this point, although I'm nearly at the food needed anyway. So we're back at their home. You see they're building some more offensive production buildings. The base is fully walled up. Economy is doing okay. I mean, it's looking quite good from their perspective at the moment. But then I think I must... is that the two scouts that I noticed, or are they still over here? Got one villager randomly next to a relic for no reason at all. Yeah, I must have noticed those two scouts and sent them over here. I'm thinking, right, they've raided me, I need to do a little bit of damage back. We've got 3 archery ranges over here though, and how many of those can I see? I can't see any of those ranges. I don't even know there's any archery ranges over here yet. See, that's what scout... Like, if I just send... After these guys are down the tower, if I just send them over to scout this area, I find them straight away, clear them up, job's a good one, everybody's happy. Well, Kilroy's not happy, but look how close they were to that as well. That's hilarious. They were like literally there, but still couldn't see the archery range. Wow. Okay. But now we've got a few scouts to do a little, be a little bit annoying with ourselves, and we're on the way up to Castle Age. So if I can distract long enough, so that I start getting a more ideal army composition out, then I might be all right. See, they've taken the score lead now, about 300 ahead, 300 and a bit. And we just start trying to pester. But as you can see, they've overchopped there, so I can get in over there. And this is where I can start doing some real damage with the scouts. So any even just distracting the villagers is good, because that's time that they're not working collecting resources. But obviously picking off villagers is really really good. As you can see, we both got to castle age really similar times. I still can't see any of those 3 archery ranges. They'll stay standing for quite some time. Okay, so we're still going for the villagers. We've taken out a sizable amount of his economy actually at this point. You know, see our scores creeping up on that 2500 that Kilroy's at. It sounds weird saying that. Kilroy, playing an Age of Empires game against Mr. Robert Kilroy Silk. Oh, he's a lecherous old annoying man, but funny in the context of playing against Age of Empires 2. Oh my days. Okay, cool. So quite quiet now. Still probably can't see any of those archery ranges. See, I think the raid in here has meant that Kilroy has had to produce units back at their base to defend, rather than producing units forward. So I think if it wasn't for that, what was it, six or so scouts getting into the base, I think I'd have been in trouble at this point. But as is the case, the opposite is true. I'm only at 40 population, and we're like half an hour in, so it's not very good by any standards. But they're at 31 pop, so just that raid there has been really helpful for us. It's a good tactic that though. It's sneaky, but it's good. A few forward production buildings. I've forgotten about this villager. Forgotten about these villagers. I need to refresh that lumber camp. Can I see that? Still can't see the relic. I'm pretty sure that is the relic that I don't get. Okay. So 7 more scouts and get this palisade gate down. I'll probably lose that scout, but we've got more on the way. Start building I don't know why I'm building a university. Don't know what I'm planning on researching. This village is still over here next to a relic for no reason. I think I initially sent over to kind of wall this area, but must have just forgotten. Okay, so we got through the palisade gate. Tried to wall behind with houses, but didn't work. The defensive tower goes up there, second town centre. But again, we're in the base with the scouts and can start annoying the villagers again. Yeah, it's quite annoying being killed, isn't it? And now this is really bad because I've completely neglected to refresh the lumber camp with these guys. They're going to start chopping wood over here and bringing it back to the town centre. So I can't really safely do damage over here now. It's well protected with a tower and a town centre and another town centre close by. So I have to back off. But we've got more scouts coming in. I seem to remember having a thought at this point in time, like, it's all well and good raiding like this, but if I can't send siege or some other units to kind of clear it up, then it's going to be all for naught. Right, so I send some villagers out to stone. Will building this mean that I can see the archery range? I think I forgot about stone, so I just then all of a sudden sent 9 villagers to go mine stone. But over here, drops a castle, so we initially started attacking the castle, but I wasn't quick enough for that, so we start trying to take out the villagers that build in the castle. It's all good damage. Even if I'm not killing villagers, I'm making them weak for later on. I think one of the weakest points of my game is like definitely mid-game, when I kind of forget to be always producing villagers, although I am right now, which is good. Not doing things like refreshing lumber camps, and my economy really starts slowing down when it should be booming. Castle Age, I should be dropping multiple TCs, but I'm not doing that. We are building a monastery to try and collect the relics, but my scouting is not great either, as you can see. There's quite a lot of the map I can't see. Fighting under a castle here, which isn't great. But I think at this point I've gone, right, okay, that's that army gone. Let's focus on building another. I should have had an army ready to go. I mean, look at my resources. I could certainly afford to make some more scouts. Still can't see that archery range. Any of these 3 archery ranges. Could it, Kilroy could have done some serious damage by now. So you see, I click up to Imperial Age, building a siege workshop. Like I say, I was having the thought of if I can't start taking the buildings out, I'm gonna be in trouble eventually. And we do have enough stone for a castle now, so you'll see me drop a castle at some point. I think it's somewhere, maybe on this hill. There it goes. Creating a monk to start gathering up some relics. And we've hit population cap. So now I should start building some more houses. There we go. Start making a house wall there. And then. I don't even think I noticed then, because I send the villager to build the houses, then I'm looking over here. Still can't see that archery range. Look how close it is. Can't see it. Oh my days. That's ridiculous. It's redunculous even. Redunculous. But anyway. And the house is built and we can't see it. I really need to get town watch or something. We're going up to imp. Maybe that will be enough. So that increased line of sight, does it? I don't know. I don't even know if that increases your line of sight. First castle up. Anyway, so that's good. It's positive. We've got monk on his way back with relic. Look at him go. Happy old monk with his relic. Yeah, no, we still can't see any of the archery ranges down here. I will eventually see some of these archery ranges. So we're building some more cavalry, and then also some trebuchets and Magyar hussars. We're going to upgrade them soon. They're light cav at the moment, but we will upgrade them soon. Still haven't built a lumber camp for these guys. And look, we could just see this for one of it, and now we can see both of them. Whether I've noticed them in the game yet is another thing, because we've got their unique unit, the Chucanoos. Like Arbalest, but they fire 3 shots at once. So we're going to go after them. These are the unique unit for this civ, the Magyar hussars. I think they'll take a good trade against the chickanees, but not so much against the spearmen. I'm surprised he hasn't upgraded to pikemen yet, because I've only been attacking with cavalry this whole game. I think I only realised that, and that when I go to get this relic. Okay, so I should see that castle and go right. Okay, we'll just hang back by the siege. Look at these majestic guys with their black and red wings. They've done a really good job with the artwork in the HD edition. I mean the what do you call it, definitive edition. Does look so much better. I mean HD was good, don't get me wrong, but and served people well for lots of years. Oh, I've noticed it. I've finally noticed the archery range. We've sent one ram to take it out. I think when I first saw it, I thought it was one of mine. I was like, yeah, I don't remember building it. Oh wait, that's not mine. Can't click on it. Okay, so the treb's just going to do a little bit of light trebbing while these guys wait around. Woo. Woo. Okay. We've got a reasonable number of hussars and Magyar hussars. Or are they? I don't think they're hussars yet. Are they the... Oh, maybe they are. Yeah. Okay, I do build another castle over here, I think. Must just not be just yet. But I'm cleaning up these archery ranges. I think I might have lost a scout. I mean, lost a monk when I was coming to get this relic. Hey, we've noticed about this villager. I think I sent that villager to build this town centre eventually. So we're on three TCs at the moment. And we're finally clearing up these archery ranges. There's just 2 archers left there. Still, my economy could be so much better than it is at the moment. Need more farms. Okay, we've got a fight going on over here. So they've got the trebuchets of their own. A treb war going on. I don't fancy fighting near the castle, so just wait for their units to come out here. See me try and get the hill advantage there. Right, do I lose this monk? He's on an epic quest. Passes the majestic Magyar hussars. He finds his pride and joy But no one tells him what he's supposed to do. But he turns around and gets it. Yeah, I think I lost another monk when I went to get it first time. Okay, so we lost the trebuchet. I'm feeling pretty good about it at this point because I've got good map control. See, pretty much Kilroy's been kind of pegged back in this corner for some time. Could probably push out now, to be fair, but this is where I think this is where I start to produce some more units, I guess. Hopefully sometime soon. I've got plenty of resources. These guys will get moved on to this gold, I think. Yep, off they go. It's good timing. Still haven't made a lumber camp for these guys. Okay, so we're going to run back to the castle. They are rather majestic. And then we drop another castle there. Should have a few relics by now. Yeah, 4 relics. Like I say, the only one we don't have is right here. But we still can't see.
Szolgálatára.
So I don't spy these villagers going off over here. They'll be important in a while. As far as I'm concerned, the enemy is over this direction. But unbeknownst to me, I have 3 villagers there. I've finally built a lumber camp here for these guys. Bless them. Save their legs a little bit. It'd be worth it to take the trebs out even if I lose my hussars. If I didn't have 2 castles here, I might be in trouble there, because then they could just raid. Okay, so Kilroy I think is realising that he needs to get out of this corner. He'll be running out of resources here. Still has plenty of gold actually. 800 gold. Yeah, still plenty of gold over there. But then when I next come over here, I should be able to see their mining camp here. So we start creating some mangonels. I don't think I ever upgrade them to onagers. No, onagers. I don't know how to pronounce it. But then I see he drops a castle. Or tries to drop a castle here. It's a good job I noticed, because that could have been a real problem. I shouldn't really take this fight because these missiles will die, but I do send some more. I initially sent a Trevor to deal with the castle, not thinking, oh, but then it'll die instantly to the Chickenu. Also rather majestic units. I think it'll be just enough distraction to be able to eventually take the castle down. The Magyar hussars do really well against these Chickenu. And I get super lucky over here. I should be sending these guys to take the last of the Chickenu out. But then I noticed that he tries to drop a castle there, and by chance my mangonels are just passing that area. And then heavy losses. Castle goes down. Or he's deleted maybe. And he calls the GG, not surprisingly. And so ends the story of when I beat Robert Kilroy Silk on Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. But anyway, yeah, so that was a bit of an interesting one. Like I say, I'd never played as Magyars before. I could see him being really strong cavalry civilization with all the free upgrades they get for the cavalry for starters, but then also the Magyar hussars really do work against ranged units. They could have, I think, Kilroy could have persisted for a while longer. But yeah, I think I'm at the stage now where I'm starting to mass army, and it wouldn't have taken much of a push then to start taking these castles down and get into the base. And if you look at the score, we're at, like, what, almost double the score at this point. So let's have a look at the stats. Let's get into the military. Did have a reasonably good kill-death ratio this time. Didn't lose a single building, and had a largest army of 37 isn't massive, but I mean it was larger, so I guess that was the difference. More food, wood, and gold collected, although not quite far behind on stone. Look at how 3 seconds difference in the feudal uptime. That was pretty cool. And I did have 98% map explored by the end. I think that's probably thanks to Auto Scout. And I did have more research by the end as well. They didn't have any relics. I could have had all 5 here, or would have scouted better. And we did have quite a significant villager high, but I think that's due to all the raiding earlier on. So where was the raiding? Probably, I guess, around about here, when the villagers' numbers start to go down for Blue, or for Kilroy. And again, there, so. But yeah, I think it's safe to say I enjoyed that one. And, but well played to Kilroy. There was some good strats. The forward archery ranges particularly were really sneaky, and it was hilarious how long it was before I saw any of them. Let alone noticed them and started taking them out with a single battering ram. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next step, guys. Bye.